Thank you, Madam Speaker. As I've said repeatedly, I'm strongly in favor of exercising our solemn Article 1 authorities for matters of war and peace. But we are not at war with Iran. We're not engaged in hostilities, and the President is not trying to start a war with Iran. I've been in the White House, and I've heard him say this personally. And in fact, he's shown incredible restraint against Iran after they shot down our drone, after they hit 50% of the Saudi oil fields, after they killed an American, after they wounded 4 soldiers. My Democratic colleagues know very well there are many situations short of war which require military action. In fact, they supported President Obama's thousands of unauthorized strikes in Libya, which were not even related to the protections of Americans overseas. I believe it's hypocritical and dangerous for the majority to tie this president's hands in responding to the very real and growing threats that Iran and its proxies pose to the Americans in the Middle East. As I said, they killed an American contractor. They launched a massive attack against our embassy in Baghdad. And for those of you who think it was a minor brush against the embassy, look at these photos. Look at the damage that was done to our United States embassy. It is absolutely disgraceful. And the idea that after that, and Soleimani has an imminent plot when he went to Damascus, Lebanon, to Baghdad to meet with his number 2 guy, to go to the Ayatollah, to get the green light, to kill out further operations, to kill diplomats and American soldiers. The idea that that strike on Soleimani was not justified, I don't know what more evidence was required than this. And then after this, they launched anti-ballistic missiles against the United States military bases. They launched dozens of ballistic missiles at U.S. forces, causing, as the Speaker said, traumatic brain injury and at least 50 U.S. servicemen. Again, what more do we need? It is unconscionable at this point in time, with this happening, this time in history, to limit the President's ability to respond as needed, to protect American lives from this vicious regime. But this time, I think the Democrats have gone too far. And like President Reagan said, I believe in peace through strength. It's my sincere hope that we will not need to launch another strike like the President did against Qasem Soleimani. But it did make the world a safer place. Unfortunately, the enemy also gets a vote. And if Iran doubts our resolve to respond forcefully, it will surely affect their calculus moving forward about whether to attack America again. In opposing this amendment, I'm standing with the Iranian people, and it's important that they hear this. And I know they're hearing this because I have so many Iranian friends who tell me that what we say here in this chamber means something, that the people of Iran are listening. And when they see a divided Congress, that sends the worst message at the absolutely worst time. I want to let the American citizens there in the Middle East know that you deserve to be covered by the umbrella of our great men and women in uniform. You deserve the protection of our government if your life is threatened. I do not view you as a hypothetical. You are real people representing our country abroad, and I will not let you be vulnerable. And so with that, I urge my colleagues to oppose this amendment for the second time this Congress, because it divides the nation and sends the wrong message at the wrong time to the people of Iran. And with that, I yield back.